The rope burned my wrists as I lay helpless on the cold hotel floor. A strange man with tribal marks was chanting words I didn't understand. My phone buzzed one last time before everything went dark. 3 hours later, I woke up in a hospital bed alive, but forever changed. My name is Fina, and this is the story of how my mother's prayers saved me from becoming another missing girl statistic in Nigeria. I grew up in a one-room apartment in Lagos. Life was hard but full of love. My mother sold provisions, tomatoes, onions, palm oil, while my father pushed a wheelbarrow at the market. Every day, they reminded me that education was my only way out. I believed them with all my heart and promised myself I would never disappoint them. That promise seemed fulfilled when I came first in my state exams and won a scholarship to an elite boarding school. My parents cried tears of joy. The night before I left, my mother warned me, "Money without character is dangerous." I smiled and nodded, thinking she was just being overprotective. I didn't know her words would soon become my reality. At the boarding school, I was different. Poor among the rich. Girls wore designer clothes and carried expensive phones, while I held onto my old Nokia. Jessica, the leader of a rich clique called the Money Girls, mocked me openly. Slowly, their insults broke my confidence. I began to feel ashamed of my background and the life my parents worked so hard to give me. Jessica promised me a solution: parties, rich men, easy money. She said all I needed to do was be friendly. I ignored my roommate Benita's warnings and followed them. Expensive clothes, alcohol, and attention made me feel powerful. Money started coming in, and I began lying to my parents. My grades dropped, but my pride grew. Soon, I was fully trapped. Older married men paid for my time. I convinced myself it was networking, not prostitution. Even when one man's wife attacked me through hired thugs, I didn't stop. I was angry, not afraid. I thought money meant success. I didn't realize I was destroying myself piece by piece. Then I met Mr. David. He seemed different, polite, educated, generous. He offered me $1,200 for a weekend trip. That same night, my mother called crying. She said she dreamed I was tied up in a dark room with men chanting over me. I dismissed her fears and went anyway, blinded by greed. At the hotel, everything changed. Mr. David revealed his true plan. A herbalist arrived. They tied me up for a ritual sacrifice. As they chanted, I remembered my mother's prayers and whispered the prayer she taught me. Suddenly, the ritual stopped. The herbalist said someone was spiritually protecting me. With my hands tied, I managed to text Benita. She called the police. Minutes later, officers broke into the room and rescued me. Mr. David and the herbalist were arrested. I survived not by luck, but by prayers said miles away by a mother who refused to stop believing. In the hospital, I confessed everything to my parents. They didn't reject me, they held me. 2 months later, I discovered I was pregnant. My parents still stood by me. Today, I use my story to warn young girls, shortcuts to wealth can destroy your life. If you are a young woman, your life is worth more than money. If you are a parent, never stop praying for your children. Prayer saved my life. Love saved my soul. Choose education. Choose integrity. Choose life.